What is going on? Welcome to Gregos TV Daily. Hope you're having a fantastic day. The drama with the Galaxy S26 entire line keeps getting thicker and crazier. If you've been following me the last few days, I've been talking about a lot of it, from phones getting canceled in this line, phones being changed, names being changed, and now the processor is going to be changed reportedly on all three of these devices, not just one or two of them, all three. The whole kit and caboodle is insane, guys, and this is going to cause a lot of drama, without a doubt, a lot of drama. So all in on Exynos. That's right. All in on Exynos, the entire Galaxy S26 series, including the high-end Galaxy S26 Ultra, is reportedly switching to the Samsung-made Exynos 2600 chip globally. Not just in China, not just in Korea, not just in Europe, literally everywhere that they release this phone, it's reportedly going to be changed over to the Exynos 2600 out of the wheelhouse of the Snapdragon 8 Elite 5. But reportedly not the end of the world, because some of the performance claims are massive. Versus the Apple A19 Pro, the Exynos 2600 is rumored to have slightly better CPU performance, which this one already has great CPU performance, 75% better GPU performance for gaming and anything that needs graphics, 6% better NPU for AI tasks. Just that alone, you're thinking like, that's freaking good. That's really good. And why do I care? We'll continue on. Performance claims versus the Snapdragon 8 Elite 5. The chip is reportedly 30% faster than the rumored Snapdragon 8 Elite 5 in both NPU and GPU. So 30% faster in graphics, gaming, things like that, and also in AI tasks. Manufacturing process, the Exynos 2600 will reportedly be produced on Samsung's 2nm process. Market exceptions: North America, Japan, and China markets may still receive the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 variant to ensure smooth local regulatory approvals. So, even though I just threw in China, in America, globally, we still might end up seeing these phones have the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 like we have in the past. This marks a major shift, as the Ultra tier model has been exclusively Snapdragon since 2022, and that's been basically everywhere. The launch timeline is expected to launch in January. We heard yesterday it might fall into March, but we heard that the Ultra line is still intact yesterday, so maybe that one will be released earlier and the other ones will be released later. The report advises taking a rumor with a grain of salt due to the historical volatility of Samsung's Exynos and Snapdragon strategy. Man, a lot to uncover right there. First of all, saying that the Exynos is more powerful than the A19 Pro. I believe that would be the first time ever being faster than an Apple chip. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Also, it being even a better performance in some directions versus the 8 Elite Gen 5. That's huge, massive information about that. Potentially still coming out here in America, Japan, and China. I know that would make a lot of their big audiences happy. One thing that happens with the Exynos processor versus the 8 Elite is that the Exynos will look good on paper, and then in real life testing, it kind of slows down. Sometimes it'll overheat. Sometimes the battery won't be as good. Whereas the Snapdragon processor is generally like the best performing in the world, especially lately. Good with battery consumption, good with day-to-day tasks and AI tasks and gaming and everything. I just am shocked that they would potentially, and it might not come true, but potentially switch all of their processors, even globally, might even happen here in America, over to that Exynos 2600. I think if they end up doing that, it wouldn't shock me if they do it almost everywhere except for the three countries that they mentioned, because usually in North America, they always do the Exynos, the Snapdragon processor, and then China, they do too as well. Even in Korea, they usually use the Snapdragon, if I'm not mistaken. And then it's usually other places they'll use the Exynos, but again, on their lower tiered phones of that S line. It's going to make a lot of dramatic wording and posts and everything from the people that know and care about tech. What are your thoughts on this? Is this a disappointment? Are you excited about this? Because these claims of much better performance are exciting, I got to admit. Let me know your thoughts. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road. Peace.